Okay, so the lights are going to turn off here in just a couple of moments. And so really quick, there's the temperature on the deck, 86. And you can still, the ambient light is 64. And there's our little buddy who keeps hanging out in the system. And on top of the deck, it's about 74. And our ambient wall temperature is about 64 degrees. And so I'm just giving you this time mark. It's 11 o'clock p.m. And we're going to see just how quickly the temperature drops once the lights kick off. Okay, so if you can't tell, the lights shut off. And look at that. The ambient temperature there that we have underneath the deck, it's dropping pretty fast. So lights have been essentially off for about a minute. And we've dropped down. Notice the 76 has a little bit of color, 73 has a little bit of color, but the 72 has the dark color. That's pretty much where our temperature is. We're right between those two. It's 73 degrees. So it's losing energy because that's what light is. It's energy. And the table temperature didn't change. It's still 64 because that's the ambient air temperature. And the upper deck, well, that one really didn't shift much. It's still in that same range, and the wall temperature is still the same. So those plants are receiving an intense amount of light from those LEDs. And if you can see in there, it's a little harder now that the lights aren't on, but there's our time, and the leaves are getting a little bigger. So we'll do the actual check in the morning, and I'll add that onto this little piece once the lights are back on, and so we'll get a check of how our little plants are doing. Okay, so here's today's official check. And so the ambient temperature there is 64 and 64, and that's not going to change because that's the temperature of this room in my house. And that top deck is between 72 and 74. You can tell by the color. And here underneath the lights, we're between 82 and 84. And so here it is. And that greenery that we had on the time, you can see it. Isn't that nice? And as I was looking last night after the lights went off, we've got the hint of greenery over here inside that basil container. So there we are. So this is today's official check. I will see you again tomorrow. And we'll do this however many days that we need to.